Hello everybody, this is the Vexstar Duck. We are doing the final video to the Xenophilia challenge. This is, it was originally going to be 10 years later, but it turned out to be 13 years later. So yeah, this is 13 years later of the family, and yeah, we'll just go through what's happened. So yeah, at the start, this was just a blank neighbourhood. The lore, the story that I had behind it was like a hotbed for alien activity, like UFO sightings, weird things like Bigfoot sightings as well, supernormal or supernatural. That's it, supernormal, supernatural and paranormal. So obviously a lot of tourists used to come here to try and find weird things. Conspiracy theorists will come here as well to try and prove their theories right. But no one really settled down here. They'll just come down with their caravans and tents, and they'll just camp out and stuff in the wilderness. So this was just all like wilderness at first. Then came the first sim, which was Chester Gieke. We'll go into the family. So we've got Chester here, his wife Bella, his son Neo, and his boyfriend Admin. And just read the bio. Chester is finally enjoying his golden years, getting the rest he deserves while watching his family flourish and thrive. Neo found his soulmate in Admin, but wants to focus on his career first, while Admin is planning on asking his boyfriend a super important question. So let's go visit them. So yeah, the whole neighbourhood started with Chester Gieke. When I first played him, I de-aged him as a child, which then caused social services to come take him. And I recreated two sims, so Chester's parents is Lucy and Carl. You can resurrect them, but they are very corrupted from what I read up. They appear as elders, but they're classed as adults, and it's all just very, very corrupted. I didn't really want to risk it too much. So I followed the descriptions on the website. Didn't make them perfectly, but I did manage to recreate Carl and Lucy as best I could. And they adopted Gieke. The whole story was that Carl and Lucy were having fertility issues. They wanted a baby. They've been trying for years and years. I think Lucy was a scientist. Carl was politics. Carl was in politics. They tried and tried. They couldn't get pregnant, so they adopted Chester. So Chester came to them as a child, because I really wanted Chester's family to be involved with the whole Xenophilia challenge. And then when Chester became a teenager, his mum, thanks to ACR, did fall pregnant. And they had a daughter called Samantha, who we'll get to her part of the family as well. So, yeah, this is Chester. He's, I think he's platinum. Yeah, he's platinum because he managed to reach the top of his career. He is retired. He's a retired criminal mastermind. Chester grew up obsessed with aliens, and he wanted to prove that aliens were real. So he moved to Stranger Hills after researching about it on the web, the internet. And obviously he read how there were a lot of UFO sightings and weird things going on in Stranger Hills, so he came to here. Here's the telescope that he used, and obviously ended up finding the aliens, and yeah, the aliens probed him, and he ended up with 7 alien children. So we'll look at his family tree. We'll obviously go through all his family as well. So we've got the eldest. Here we are, the eldest, Andromeda. Then we've got Marziana. Luna. Then we've got Neo, who's obviously living with his parents. Stella, she's still in university, I think. And then the twins, Astro and Astrid, they're both still in university as well. But we'll get to them, no problem. So yeah, Chester, he had his 7 alien children. It was a struggle. If you've watched the Xenophilia challenge, you would have seen that it was a bit of a struggle. They lived in poverty as well. They barely had any money, living in squalor. They did struggle a lot. Obviously, now that his kids have all grown up and mainly moved out, their financial situation is a lot more stable now. I mean, as you can see down here, he's got 73,000 simoleons in the bank. So yeah, they're financially well off now. The house is looking lovely. I love the house. It's so strange. I loved how it turned out. I really do love it. It suits Stranger Hills. There's nothing normal about Stranger Hills. I love it. And yeah, once he became an elder and most of his kids were teenagers now, like the twins became teenagers, he was feeling a little bit lonely. You know, he accomplished what he wanted. He was feeling a little bit lonely. So he started to build himself a wife. And that's where we come to Plumbella. So here she is. Turn it on. Here's Plumbella. So yeah, her and Chester are very happily married. I think Chester deserves it after what he went through. Poor fella. And then we've got Neo. Neo is in. Yep. He I don't think he knew his grandma too much. But I feel like he might have found, because Grandma Lucy, Chester's mum, she loved to bake. She loved to bake. She was always bringing cakes over and stuff. And I feel like Neo might have found one of her cookbooks and it kind of inspired him to be a baker. Not baker, to be like a cook. So he's got max cooking skill, max creativity. He just loves cooking and he's really close to being maxed out in his career, reaching the top of his career. He did want to start having kids and get married to Admin after he reached the top of his career, but as you can see, not everything went to plan. Admin is in politics. He's a congressperson. Need to get a few skills for him. And as you can see, he is pregnant. What I've been doing is there's like a risky chance of woohoo. Same-sex Sims, it doesn't have that, so I've been using like a number generator. So out of 100, if they get below 15, it's a pregnancy. And yeah, Admin ended up falling pregnant by accident with a risky woohoo. So he is expecting a baby. He's quite happy about it though, and he is planning on asking his boyfriend to marry him. He's been hinting for a while that he wants to get married now with Neo. Neo's been kind of running away from it a little bit. Secretly, Neo doesn't want to settle down, but his boyfriend does. So we don't know how that will play out. Especially since Neo has been having an affair. He's been having an affair with Gallagher Newson, who is, well, I won't say. We'll wait till we get to him. But yeah, you can hear my dog barking in the background. So yeah, that's it for the main family. Lucy and Carl Gieke, they did move to Stranger Hills as well. His sister Samantha Gieke, I won't say too much until we get to her family, but she moved to Stranger Hills as well with her husband. And I think the grandparents, because obviously they were both having children by then, I think the grandparents were kind of wanting to be closer to their children. They want to be closer to their grandchildren as well so they can help out more. So they did move to Stranger Hills as well. Pretty much the whole Gieke family ended up moving to Stranger Hills. So yeah, we'll leave these guys alone and we'll move on to the next one to see what's been going on with the family. Yeah, my dog's barking. I've got parents, there's a couple parents that live down the road from me and next door as well, and they're going out to pick the kids. It's like school time. and they tend to bang the doors quite loudly, so it always sets her off, don't it? Yeah. So yeah, we'll go to this house here. This is where the grandparents used to live, and when Carl died, he died first, Lucy went to live with her daughter Samantha, and they gave the bungalow to their eldest grandchild, who is Andromeda. So the bio here is, after a risky woohoo gone wrong, Andromeda is now the proud mother of a half alien, half Bigfoot hybrid. Little Misty is adorable and no doubt will be a handful when she gets older. So yes, like I say, it's Stranger Hills, guys. There's nothing normal about this neighbourhood, and there's certainly nothing normal about the people who live here. So, this is where all the weird stuff happens. So yeah, here's Andromeda. She is the eldest of the 7 alien children from the Xenophilia challenge. She's a romance sim, straight. Her sexuality is straight. She likes her men. She slept with a couple of students in college, also slept with her professor, which is probably why she got full honours, full grades. She weren't really interested in settling down, weren't interested in having kids. All she wanted to do was have fun, party, have a good time, you know, add the count of the men. Like every time she sleeps with someone, she kind of like puts a notch on the bedpost, you know, another conquest done. She had a one night stand with Bobo Bigfoot. We'll get to him eventually. But yeah, she did have a one night stand with Bobo Bigfoot, and it resulted in a daughter, in a pregnancy. So here is here is Misty, the half alien, half Bigfoot hybrid, and she is adorable, absolutely adorable. I love her. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do a little work on the bungalow. Definitely need to add a room here. So I'm thinking about extending out here. So yeah, I think we probably will actually. So we extend out here, and then that can be like the new living room area, and then here will be Misty's bedroom. Andromeda's definitely got the money. She has quit her job. She reached the top of her music career. She's a rock god. But obviously when soon as she gave birth to Misty, she quit. And she has gone and bought a business, which she hasn't started yet. She's kind of waiting until Misty is school age. So when her daughter goes to school, she'll then start working on getting her business set up. I do plan for Plumbella to come here and help out as well when Chester Gieke finally dies of old age. So she'll come and help out with Andromeda and Misty just to help the business set up. She's bought a plot of land called Beam Me Up, and it's going to be a nightclub / bar. Bring a bit of the party life to Stranger Hills. As you can see in her once, she's got a lot of conquests. She slept with a lot of people. Bobo, Gallagher. She slept with quite a few people. Quite a few married people as well. I'm sure she slept with, she's even slept with Johnson Bigfoot, which I never thought would have happened, but it did. Peter Ottimus, she slept with him, married man. Burgess, married man. Vasily, married. Yeah, she slept with quite a few married men. She's awful. But she's a good mum. She is a good mum. She loves her daughter. So yeah, that's all for this one. Like I say, try and get Beam Me Up set up for her, and hopefully we'll have a thriving nightclub. So let's move on to the next family. I am quite impressed with how the neighbourhood came about. So we've got, let's check, I don't think there's anything down here, no. So we've got the town centre, which is still in the process of being developed. So we've got Gieke's Bakery, which is owned by Mariana. We'll go into more detail with that when I get to her household. We've got Level Up, which is like a game store that's owned by Bobo, I think. Just double check. Yeah, owned by Bobo Bigfoot. We've got Bigfoot's grocery store, which is owned by Samantha Bigfoot. Yeah, here's Beam Me Up, which has not been built yet. Rapid Railer, Rosa Rink, which we can get from the Sim Bin, that's owned by Samantha Bigfoot as well, so yes, she owns 2 businesses. And then we've got Narissa's own clothing store that's been plopped down here as well, so it's still in the process of being developed, which is quite impressive because, like I say, this was just like a blank wilderness before, nothing here, and now there's like a little town developing. People are coming here, they're settling down, you know. That's how towns are made, you know, settlers, they settle down and build. We've got the Stranger Hills Cemetery here as well, which has got a few graves there. Church of the Watcher, which I've not built yet, but yeah, we have the Church of the Watcher. It's a little bit of a religion going on, the Watcher religion. And then we've got Stranger Community Centre as well, which I've not got round to building. So yeah, then we've got the trailer park. I feel like this could be where the tourists and the conspiracy theorists like settling down. They come here to spend a few days, and obviously if they like living here, they'll buy a plot of land and build a home, which is what happened here. So we've got yeah, we'll start with these first. So here we've got Marziana, her wife Mary, they've got their pet cat Allegra, and then their son Elliot, and twins Abel and Cain. The bio reads, after the tragic death of their daughter, Mary sold her beloved train set that had caused the terrible fire. Can their marriage and family survive the grief? So yeah, there was a bit of a tragedy with this family. They had a daughter who should have been a teen by now. Don't know how it happened, because I thought children couldn't die. So yeah, their daughter is Hope, which is a bit ironic considering what happened to her. She did have the alien eyes and skin, which I was a bit devastated about. I did have high hopes for Hope. But yeah, so basically the whole story behind this family was when Marziana went to university, she met Mary in the dorms. Marziana is bisexual, so I did the scope room to let her pick who she wanted to be. And she picked Mary, so that was it. Oh, give me 1 second. I'm back. I apologise about that. I swear, every time I start recording, someone rings me up on the phone. I don't know why, but it happens all the time. It's no issue. No issue. Right, where was I? Oh yeah, so they met in college. Obviously bought their own little plot of land in Stranger Hills when they finished. Mary obviously took on the Gieke name, and they soon had a daughter called Hope, who was an alien. So full skin, full green skin, black hair. Now Mary, she's an adventurer. She's level 10. She's a space pirate now. But she also had the train set. She loved it. She rolled the want for it, and she loved playing with it. And I don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened. I don't think I was focused. I think I'd looking at something, maybe on my phone or something, and I looked up and there was a fire. I was like, oh my gosh, there's a fire. So I got Mary to pull it out, and that's when I saw the Grim Reaper, and I was like, why is the Grim Reaper here? No one died, as they. So I checked to see if Marziana died. Nope, she was fine. I was like, or was it an NPC died? Could it have been the pet? No, it was Hope. What happened was Hope came and went to play with the train set. Now, whenever there was a storm, and that's what put the train set on fire or the train set went on fire itself, I don't know. But obviously it went on fire and Hope went on fire and she died as a result. Mary was completely racked with guilt because obviously it was her beloved train set that ended up killing her daughter. So yeah, she got really depressed, upset. I think she got demoted as well on that day. Obviously it didn't last long. Marziana got very depressed. She's a stay-at-home mum. She got very depressed. And what I did is I used cheats to make their relationship, daily and long-term relationship, at 0. To represent the fact that their marriage was on the rocks. You know, both of them depressed because of Hope dying. They were struggling. And I thought to myself, okay, if they start to fight, I think Marziana was pregnant with twins at the time. I thought if they start to fight, then it's a divorce. If they get back to how they were on their own without me interfering, the marriage is saved. And yeah, they didn't fight. They got on really well with each other, and within a couple of sim days, they were back to how they were before. So their marriage was saved. Unfortunately, though, before the marriage started to improve, Marziana did have an affair. She had an affair with Gianni Beatty. I think she was walking by. She went and said hi to her, and next thing I knew, ACR had them flirting like teenage sweethearts, and they very quickly jumped into bed together. So I like to think that what happened with Hope, it kind of spiraled Marziana into deep depression. She had an affair, but then she kind of snapped out of it, realised I made the biggest mistake of my life, I shouldn't be doing this. And she started loving on her wife Mary quite a lot, and yeah, their relationship saved. Mary doesn't know about the affair. Hopefully she never does. So fingers crossed Gianni doesn't come around. So yeah, the marriage is saved, and I think they are thinking of having another child. And then she is pregnant again, actually. Let me have a quickly look. No, she's not pregnant, but they are thinking of having another child. Of course, they had twins, Abel and Cain. The whole story of Marziana. I feel like out of the 7 alien children, she's more alien. Like, she's got more alien DNA than human DNA. So that's why she's bold. I think as soon as she became a teenager, hair just fell out. So, yeah, this family's doing well. They're financially well off. They've got a nice, lovely home that they've built together. You know, they've been hit by a terrible tragedy, but they are fighting back. And they do seem to be doing quite well. So, let's move on to the next family. So the next family is the guy. Is that how you say it? The guy? Was it just guy? The end silent? I don't know. I feel like it's the guy. I could be wrong. The gay. I don't know. I feel like it's the guy. So yeah, next family, we've got Trevor Nagai, we've got Luna Nagai, Joanna Nagai, we've got Eric and Roberto. The bio is Trevor and Luna might not have much money, but they have plenty of love to give to their ever-growing family. So we'll go check them out. Oh yeah, I did forget to mention Marziana. She loved her grandma's bakery, like her grandma's cakes. She often watched Lucy do baking at the oven, and she's the one who went and bought Gieke's bakery, and she sells cakes and sweet treats and stuff like that. I did forget to mention that before. Okay, so yeah, Luna's family. Luna was bisexual. She fell in love with Trevor at university. I think it was like a blind date. Fell in love. They do struggle with money quite a lot. They're slowly getting there. The house is starting to look nice now. They are starting to get a bit of money coming in. They were struggling at first, but now they're not struggling so much now. Trevor is in, I think he's law enforcement. Yeah, so Trevor's in the law enforcement career, Vice Squad, level 5. Luna, she is a high school principal, level 7. She does need a logic skill point. So yeah, like I say, she was bisexual, just like her sister Marziana, but she chose Trevor, which was sweet. And they ended up having a daughter called Joanna. He's definitely got some alien features going on there. Then we've got a son who looks a lot like his father. So this is Eric. Get him to stand up and get a closer look at his face. So yeah, Eric definitely takes after his father a lot. He's such a cutie pie. And then downstairs, the third child, we've got Roberto. Little sleepy Roberto, who's got the alien skin tone, which I'm quite happy with that. And I think he's got the alien eyes as well. I'm sure he's got the alien eyes as well. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. And I'm pretty sure Luna is pregnant again. I feel like she is pregnant again. Yeah, she is. They're both family sims, so they'll probably end up with 6 children, if not more than that. I feel like she'll probably take after her father a little bit in that regard. Yeah, Luna's a very down-to-earth, chill mum. She's like a chill mum. She's very down-to-earth. Doesn't own a business nor anything like that. I think she's quite happy being a teacher in an education career. And yeah, I can see them having a lot more children. Hopefully they have some more alien children as well. So that's what we like to see, some aliens running around. So yeah, nice, cute little family. Do love their house a lot as well. Yeah, I do like their house. So yeah, let's move to the next family. So these two families here, I won't go into too much detail with them, because I probably will. I plan to do like a YouTube town, like a show round, like I've done before. I think I did one before, like a tour. So YouTube town tour, part 2. I probably want to play everyone a few more rounds before I do that. So these guys will be introduced into that. But we've got Thornberry. So we've got Donald Thornberry and his girlfriend Tammy Trimble. We'll go see him quickly. I won't go into too much details, but we'll go see them quickly. Donald Thornberry is from the Thornberry family. He did live in YouTube Town with his parents and his sisters. His sisters have moved out with their own, soon to start their own families. Donald, he was adopted into the family, so that's why when we come to do the tour, you'll see that he does look different from his family. He, I don't know what he's doing now, but yeah, he was adopted, and he met Tammy Trimble in high school. They both fell in love, and they both decided to move to Stranger Hills together. Donald kind of heard about all the weird things going down in Stranger Hills, saw that a little town was developing there, and he thought to himself, yeah, I want to get in on that. Donald likes the weird and supernatural and paranormal. He's all into that. So yeah, he definitely moved here to be a bit closer to the weird action. He is a journalist, so it does kind of suit him to be here. He's got lots of juicy, weird stories to write for the newspaper. Though he's, level 5. Tammy, she's in the slacker career. Risky Woohoo did hit Tammy, but unfortunately, the baby isn't Donald. Donald thinks it's his baby. So when the baby is born, it will have the surname Thornberry because Donald will believe that the baby is his. But unfortunately, the baby's not. As Donald's been going to work, Tammy's been inviting people over to make friends. She's jumped into bed with Bobo, she's jumped into bed with Charlie Tang, and I think, was it just those two she jumped into bed with? Yeah, she jumped into bed with those two, and it was Charlie Tang that got her pregnant. Risky Woohoo hit. So I feel like Donald would probably know that the baby isn't his if the baby takes after Charlie. But, I mean, Donald was adopted himself. I don't think he would care too much. He would adopt the kid as his own. He'll raise it as his son or his daughter. He doesn't really care. So yeah, Tammy's not a good one for him. So I'm sure she's going to carry on cheating in the future. I do hope they do end up having a kid together. But if not, yeah, I feel like he would adopt Tammy's child. Cause I don't think the father Charlie Tang would want anything to do with the baby. As you can see, they're struggling for money. They've not long moved in. They are struggling for money. They've got the bare basics. I think I might have kind of gone overboard with building. So they've got the bed, they've got the bathroom, and what they've been doing for food is just hire and take out. So yeah, not sustainable, especially since they've got a baby on the way. But I'm sure that will change eventually. They'll get there. It's fun. I love playing struggling families. It's so much fun. But yeah, we'll leave that to it. We'll go on to the next one. So yeah, you probably see all these guys again in the Strange Town Tour Part 2. So we'll see more things going on. The next neighbourhood is Newson, Gallagher Newson. He too lived in New Chew Town and he decided to move to Stranger Hills. He wanted to. He noticed there was quite a few women in Stranger Hills that he was very attracted to. He's been sleeping with Andromeda, and he's been sleeping with Neo. His bio is: nothing is better than living life to the largest and having fun every day. He moved to Stranger Hills on a whim and hasn't regretted it yet. So Gallagher Newson's quite interesting. He's always been a ladies' man, always been for the ladies. He's always believed he was straight. And then one day he got I think it's promotion. I think he got like a very lucky chance card and he got like the good one. And he brought back his friend Neo and Gieke. And to celebrate, his good luck at work, I think it's like he did like a wedding, hosted the wedding, and it turned out really well and he got like a load of praise for it. Gallagher has always enjoyed being a cook. When he first started being a cook though, he wasn't very good at it. And his younger brother Garrett is a cook too, and he's always been way better than Gallagher. So I think Gallagher's always felt down because, he's the eldest, he should be better, but his younger brother was beating him all the time. He had a few demotions. It was kind of getting him down a little bit. He's always felt like he shouldn't be a cook because he was failing so much, even though he loved cooking. And then obviously then he got the good chance card and he got like a load of praise. He's been getting a lot of promotions lately, so he's been having a lot of good luck. He was quite happy. And so yeah, when he came back with Neo to celebrate, they started drinking and they got really, really, really drunk. And one thing led to another and they ended up in bed together. And that was a shock to Gallagher because, like I say, he honestly believed he was straight. He honestly believed he only liked women. Yet he ended up in bed with Gallagher. Not himself. He ended up in bed with Neo. Which didn't end in a pregnancy, funny enough. And it kind of made him really confused. He's like, am I straight, or am I gay, or am I bisexual? So he went on another date with a guy called Nerdy Turner. And he found that the date went really well. They ended up in bed together. He found out he actually enjoyed it. Then he ended up on a date with Andromeda, Neo's older sister. They ended up in bed together. So then he realised, okay, I'm a ladies and a man's man. I like them both. So he sexually discovered that he was bisexual all along. So he's quite happy about that, because to him it just means he's got more people to date and take to bed. So he's quite happy about that. I'm going to wake him up though. He did sleep with Neo a couple more times. So Neo has been cheating on his boyfriend, and as you can see, one of the woohoos ended up being a risky woohoo, and Gallagher did end up getting pregnant by Neo. So yes, Neo Gallagher has 2 men pregnant with his children. The drama. The absolute drama. I love it. I live for the drama. So yeah, he's got a little one on the way. I'm really hoping it's born with the green skin. I might just like reset until he gets the green alien. I think that'd be really cool. So, but yeah, he's pregnant. So I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, I love his little home as well. Very tropical. He likes tropical trees. His old house in YouTube town was like this as well. So it's just a boxy house. That's all he wanted. That's what he built for himself. Obviously, when I come to expand it, it won't look so blocky, because we'll need to build a bedroom for his kids as well. But yeah, so that's him. I think we've got 2 more families to get to, and then college. So here we have the Bigfoot family. Bio is after a one-night stand with a vampire, Adam is left to deal with the aftermath. After waking up one morning to a baby on his doorstep. Fatherhood doesn't come easy to him, but at least he has his parents for support, both who adore their little grandson. So we have Samantha Bigfoot. She's Chester Geike's younger sister. She went on holiday. She went through university, didn't really find anyone that she liked, and she went to university. Once she finished university, excuse me. When she went to university, her parents paid a holiday for her as a graduation present. So they gave her a holiday, and she went to 3 Lakes, I think it's called. Now I have a mod where they can be romantic with Bigfoot. And yeah, she got the map, she met Johnson Bigfoot, and one thing led to another, and they fell in love. So Johnson Bigfoot came back with Samantha, they both moved to Stranger Hills, got married, and ended up with a son, Adam. So we'll go in and have a look. So here we are. So this is the Bigfoot family, the main one. They kind of build it to be very similar to Bigfoot's like little cabin in the woods in 3 Lakes, just to make it a bit more comfortable for Johnson Bigfoot. They had a son called Adam. I was hoping, because I've got the Bigfoot skin downloaded, and I was hoping it would link with Bigfoot, so when they had a kid, the kid would have the Bigfoot skin. Unfortunately, it didn't work. So yeah, here's Adam, Samantha and Johnson's son. I called him Adam after, I think there's like a film called The Son of Bigfoot, and the son is called Adam, so that's where I got the name from. He's yeah, considering, wait for Lucy to come out so we can see her face. Considering Lucy looks like this, and Bigfoot who's rocking out on the guitar looks like this, I think Adam got a lot of his father's features. Get him to stand up a little bit. Yeah, he's got a lot of his father's features in his face, I think. Bless him. So yeah, when he was a child, I kind of wanted Samantha to have a Bigfoot baby, because I kind of want the Bigfoot skin tone to spread as well, like the aliens. So using some cheats and some mods, I made 2 Sims using the Bigfoot skin tone. So I made Mama Bigfoot and Bobo Bigfoot. So Mama Bigfoot became the mother. There she is, look, Mama Bigfoot. So Johnson Bigfoot was her eldest son, and Bobo became the youngest son. So Bobo and Johnson do see each other as brothers. I tried to make Bobo look very similar to Johnson, but I gave him the big ears because I thought he's a Bigfoot. Yes, so Bobo and Mama Bigfoot came to live with them for a little bit. I think Mama died quite fast. That might have been partially on my end. I can't quite remember. But yeah, Samantha and Bobo, they had a few drinks, you know, one night when Johnson was at working, and they ended up in bed together, and Samantha fell pregnant. Samantha doesn't know if, I think, where's her daughter? Here's her daughter, Claire Bigfoot. So Samantha doesn't actually know if Claire is Bobo's or Bigfoot's, but I think she kind of guesses that Bobo could be the father just because Claire looks a lot like him. Johnson, on the other hand, he just thinks Claire takes after his mother, Mama Bigfoot, and he does see Claire as his daughter. He honestly believes Claire is his biological daughter, and Samantha's never really tried to let him know that she slept with his brother. So yeah, he doesn't know that his wife slept with his brother. It's I feel like it's a secret that she'll take to the grave with her. And yeah, Claire Bigfoot is in college at the moment. She's in university. Adam went to university as well. Obviously, he's grown up to be a bit of a... I feel like Adam's kind of like a slacker. Like, he just wants to have fun. He doesn't really want to work hard. I mean, his family's really well off. His mum owns 2 successful businesses. I think she plans to give the rapid roller rink to Adam, so he'll take over that. Claire will have the grocery store. So I feel like Adam feels like he doesn't really have to work hard at all for anything. What's his career? Yeah, he's in the slacker career. You know, his family's rich. He's well off. I don't think he's one of those kind of guys. Unshaven a little bit, because even his hygiene routines he kind of doesn't care a lot about. He does sleep around a little bit, and yeah, he slept with Tessa. I think it's quite a few people. Yeah, he slept with quite a few people. Dagmar is a teenager. I think they've not slept. They kind of fell in love when they were teens. I've got a mod that lets them keep their relationship. So if you've got like 2 teen sims that are in love with each other, but one grows up, like he's like 4 days older than his partner, they'll keep the romantic relationship. So it's a bit creepy, but yeah, it's because he dated Dagmar when they were teenagers. They haven't slept. But yeah, he slept with quite a few college people, dated a few teens. I think he slept with Tammy as well. I'm not sure. He slept with a few, and he went out partying one day. Went downtown, went partying, and he met Tessa, Ashley, and they had a one-night stand. Now, I kind of really wanted them to have a baby. I thought it would be funny story-wise. So I thought I'll roll the number generator, and if it's below, 15, then we'll have a baby. I had to do it a few times before I finally got it, and what I did is I used cheats and I made Adam be pregnant by the vampire, by Contessa Ashley. So he carried and gave birth to his son. But I kind of, in story-wise, I kind of pull it down that, you know, he slept with a vampire, then 9 months later he woke up and he found a baby dumped on his doorstep by the vampire. So she came in, because she didn't want the kid, so she dumped the baby on him and then ran. So he's kind of been forced into fatherhood. He is a terrible father. So good thing we have Samantha and Johnson around. They're like the main carers, really. They've been raising Dracula. Yeah, I named him Dracula. He's got human blood, he's got Bigfoot blood, and he's got vampire blood in him. So I named him Dracula. I thought it was funny. It's a little Dracula Bigfoot. What a combination, eh? So Dracula is cute. Get him to stand up so we can see his face. He's a cutie. I do like him. Good old Drac. I think his friends at school call him Drac. But yeah, considering what his father looks like, he's really handsome. I can see a bit of his grandma Lucy in him, actually, which is kind of cool. So he's definitely got some Gieke features in him. Oh, bless him, yeah. So, lost my train of thought then. So yeah, Samantha and Johnson have been mainly raising him. I think Adam kind of treats Dracula as like a little brother, like a pal. He doesn't really treat him like a father should. He's awful. So I do kind of feel bad for Dracula. You know, he got dumped by his mum. His dad doesn't really want to look after him. So I'm going to make sure Drac has a good life when he becomes an adult. I mean, the Bigfoot fortune's his, so unless his dad Adam squanders it, which I can see happening, to be honest. So yeah, that's it for this family. So let's move on. Yeah. Now, Bobo Bigfoot, he stayed with his brother's family for about a week. So yeah, I think it's soon after when he slept with Samantha, he moved out. He didn't really want to deal with the drama of dealing with his brothers if his brother ever found out, which obviously his brother never did found out about it. He doesn't know that Claire is his daughter. He honestly believes that his niece is his brother's daughter, so even he doesn't know that Claire is his. I think deep down, he has a feeling that Claire could potentially be his daughter, just because she looks a lot like him. But no, he just sees Claire as John's daughter, his niece. So yeah, Bobo moved here in his little tent. Obviously it's not here now, but he had a little tent, campfire, a few bits and bobs. He moved here, and then as he got a few promotions in his career, he's a retired professional party guest, level 10. He made a bit of money, and he built himself a little cabin, which I quite like. I do like this little cabin. Do like it. It's cute. And he went partying one day, and he ran into Michelle Potter. Now, her surname was different. I can't remember what it was, but it's like one of those weird names I can never pronounce. So I thought it'd be really funny to change her surname to Potter, because, you know, she's a witch. You know, witch wizards, you know. So they kind of hooked up, started messing around, and then I did the risky woohoo, and I think after like the 4th, 5th date, she did get pregnant by a risky woohoo. So Bobo invited her to come live with him, and she ended up having twin children. She had twins, a daughter and a son. Oh, count. Oh yeah, she slept with a vampire. So she's got Bellatrix Potter, the nice witch, And she's got Snape Potter, the mean warlock. Yeah, I named them after Harry Potter characters. They're both in university at the moment. So yeah, we have half witches, half Bigfoot Sims. We've got vampires. We've pretty much almost got all the supernatural people, like hybrids, living in the neighbourhood in Stranger Hills. I absolutely love it. I think the only ones we're missing are like zombies and plant sims. So we'll have to try and get them in at one point. On werewolves as well. We've not got werewolves. We need some werewolves. But yeah, so they're in university at the moment. They did sleep in here. This was their bedroom. Of course, now they're gone. The bedroom has been emptied. Snape, Bigfoot will probably come back and take over this little cabin. Bellatrix, she'll probably just go off on her own, or if she, I don't know. She's a nice witch, so we'll see what she does. I kind of want to open like a little witchy store with Bellatrix. I think that'll be fun. So yeah, Bobo's lived a good life. He's got a few children by different women. He's definitely been sleeping around a lot. They both have an open marriage. I think they're both married. No, they're not married, sorry. But they have an open relationship. She sleeps with whoever she wants. He sleeps with whoever he wants. And it works for them. They're both romance sims. They don't care if they're cheating on each other. Like I say, it's an open relationship. They're both down for it. So, you know, he's slept with people here while she's here. She's done the same. And they've never got upset by it. They've never been interested by marriage. I only tend to marry people if they want it. Or if it goes with like a story that I've got planned. Though saying that, Bobo has been rolling the want to get married to Andromeda. Andromeda does not want to get married. She's just got no interest at all. I hadn't gone a few dates to see if she rolled it, then I would let them get married, but she's never rolled it, so I wouldn't let them do it. But he keeps rolling the want to get married to Andromeda. He really loves her for some reason. Really loves her. I feel like he could move Andromeda here. And if they do get married, she'll probably just live here and they'll just be like a throuple. Because I feel like Michelle just would not care at all. She just would not care. Yeah. She's sitting in a little evil throne. That's it really for this family. I have to admit, it has been a fun family to play. You know, they have been pretty fun. And I think that's it for all the families. We have got the college people, so we'll have a quick look at them. There is one more actually, but he's not really important. We have here Charlie Tang. Now, if you remember, he's the one that got Tammy Trimble pregnant with Risky Wahoo. So I kind of wanted him to age at the same time. I don't know, I just always feel it's really weird where, you know, if you get pregnant by a townie but you don't move the townie in, then the mother grows old, the kid grows old. You know, they both died of old age, but the father's still like like an adult. So whenever risky pregnancy happens like that, I always tend to move in the partners so they can age. Don't really play him properly. I kind of use cheats to speed it along. It's only because I want him to be the same, to like progress in age as his family, as you know. So I won't bother going in. He lives in a stinky, dirty trailer, and that's probably where he'll be until he dies. So yeah. And I think that's it for Stranger Hills. So we'll have I don't think there's anyone. No, there's no one in here. So we'll go check out university now. So we've got the Landgrab University. The Landgrab family use their vast fortune to buy a plot of land in which to transform into a university to help give their son the best education. Others may also pursue the higher education here for a fee, of course. So yeah, I need to do some work on the Landgrab University. There's not a lot of things here. I kind of need to spend a few days on the university and try and build it up a little bit, which I'll probably try and do before doing the tour part 2. But this is what I've done so far. So we've got 2 dorms, we've got the statue head of Will. You know, I feel like it's like a little religion going on at the moment in the neighbourhood called the Watcher religion, or the Watcher cult, however you want to refer to it. And I feel like they see this as the Watcher. So, yeah, fun. Some mysterious stone. Then we've got some resident dorms as well, private, you know, homes that we can rent while they're in college. Yeah, I've got the student plaza that I need to build, the land grab library that I need to build, and I'm going to do some empty buildings. They're going to be mainly decorations. I won't have people going to them, but I'll probably have a few buildings here and there to like represent the university. So you got like one in art, one in drama. So I'll have like a building for each one, just to make it look more like a university. I really do need to get around to it. I'm thinking of copying the Sim 3 buildings, like the Sim 3 university buildings for it. I think that'd be quite fun. I tried getting them as decorations, but I couldn't do it, and it kept taking me to some dodgy websites. I thought, nah, it's not worth it, I'll just build them. Let's see. So we've got these guys that need to go into a dorm. The people here are 3 days behind everyone else. I need to play these guys for 3 days. So we've got Price, we've got the Bigfoot twins, they're here. They need to go into the university, put in there. Myres, and then we've got Gieke as well. She's not long just came here. Students that come here have to pay a £2,000 fee to the land grab family. I use mods for that. Let's see who's in here. We've got the Tinker twins, they're in there. Here we are, Gieke. So we've got the last of the 3 Gieke children. Stella, and then the twins Astrid and Astro. I think Stella, I can't remember actually what sexuality they are. I think Stella's straight. I can't remember what Astrid and Astro are. And then of course we've got Claire Bigfoot. She rolled lesbian in her gender preference, and this is her girlfriend. Shelly Cox, is that how you say it? Shella? I can't even say it, I don't even know how to pronounce it. But yeah, they met as teens, and because she rolled to be a lesbian, after a few days of them being best friends, I think she kind of like flirted with her. Like ACR made her flirt with her, and they fell in love. So yeah, Claire's dating. She's kind of cute. I won't go in the buildings because there's not really much to see, really. So, like I say, I've not really done much work here. I need to get all these guys plopped in. But yeah, that's basically it for Stranger Hills. 13 years later. So, quite a lot's happened to Stranger Hills. I mean, like I said before, it started off as a vast wilderness, and now it's a thriving little town. You know, Chester Gieke, his kids have all got their own families now. I think he's quite happy with what's happened. It's definitely been a bit of a roller coaster with the Gieke family, and I've definitely enjoyed it. It's been fun, really, really fun. And yeah, I'm hoping to keep getting subscribers, because when I hit 100 subscribers, I'm going to try and find someone who's just became an adult who is a romance sim, and they are going to be our Black Widow, which I think is going to be really fun. And when I say I mean this as well, I don't know if anyone's familiar with the Black Widow challenge, but basically they fall in love with 10 sims. I'll read out the rules anyway when I do come to make it, but basically they fall in love with 10 different sims. So like one sim they fall in love, they'll then date another sim, get caught cheating, and they kill the current sim they're with. And I think you have to kill all 10 sims in different ways, and I think having kids with them is optional as well. So whoever I choose be my Black Widow, they could potentially hook up with Sims from the neighbourhood. So Sims from YouTube Town, or Sims from Stranger Hills, or Sims from River Blossom Hills, or even downtown. I think there's a couple families in downtown as well. So we could actually end up with we're losing some losing some Sims in the progress. It's sad, but keep the population under control, I suppose. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the Stranger Hills playthrough. This will definitely not be the last time we see the Gieke family. Like I say, I do plan to do a YouTube Town tour part 2, where I go through all the families in this neighbourhood, like YouTube Town and all the neighbourhoods attached to it, to see how all the families are doing. I think it's just quite interesting, really. And obviously Stranger Hills will be part of that now, so we'll get to see what the Gieke family's been up to. I won't do it until I've played a few more rounds. I think when Generation 2 of the YouTube families are like having kids, and I like the round kids or teens, that's when I'll probably do it. So it'll probably be a while until I do that. But yeah, please leave a like and a comment below if you want to, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you next time. Bye.